how we are going to do in Excel something we call it trend line combines to fit with the data using the mathematical models. Okay, so our first example here, we are having this mathematical model, which is log, which is a power equation, and we need to use the trend line Excel to fit a line or a regression line for these types of data. So how to do this one in Microsoft Excel? So the first thing, the solution for it, you need to list down the value of X and Y in Microsoft Excel worksheet. So that means these values of X and Y, you are going to list them in Microsoft Excel. After that, you are going to insert a chart. We call it scatter chart. Then we are going to add the trend line. How to add the trend line? When you are highlighting any points, you just left click or right click, then choose the trend line from the menu. Then choose the curve fitting model. Okay, so how to do these steps from here to here? This is what you are going to do. You're going to open Microsoft Excel. Okay, so you are going to put the data of X and Y as stated in here. So all these values, you are going to put it here. If you want to follow the steps, so please key in, open your Microsoft Excel and key in the value of X and Y as you can see it from here. I'll give you about like 2 minutes. You can create those two columns. Okay, done? Ready? Okay, so what you need to do here, you're going to highlight these two columns and you will go for the insert ribbon. You're going to find the buttons of or the section of the charts. So for the section of the charts, you're going to click on the scatter charts and you open the arrow, small arrow in there, and you just select the points, the data points only. Okay, so again, click on the insert ribbon, go for the scatter charts and select the figure with the data points only, like this. Okay, so once you have the figure, select any point. You just select any point and make a right click. So you're going to see this menu here. From this menu, you're going to click on Add Trend Line. Okay, again, insert, charts, the points, right click on any point and add the trend line. Okay, so you can see from here, it's the trend line options. So there is an exponential, there is a linear, there is a logarithmic, polynomials. In our case in here, we want to look for the linear regression. So we are clicking on the model of linear regression. So click on the linear regression. So you're going to find this dashed line in here. So this is it. What we need to do here, you need to scroll down the whole screen here down. Then you're going to find two options here. There is one option to display the equation on the chart. So it's going to show you the equation on the chart here. And also from the trend line, sorry. So show the display equation on the chart and also display the value of R square on the chart. So you are going to find here that this is the model that create the regression line. So this is your intercept and this is your slope and this is the value of R square. Remember from our class in here, at the first example, when we are drawing the line, that there is a value of y and the value of R square came from Excel. So this is the way how we do it in Microsoft Excel. Okay. By right click on any points, fit the model and display the model and display the value of R square. Okay, so here no need for you to calculate the value of ST or the value of SR or SY over X is nothing. You just only tick the option of showing the model and showing the value of R square. So this is how we make it in Microsoft Excel. Do you have any questions about this method? Any question? How to do it? Okay, the last thing for the lab here, it's how to do the regression using the analysis toolbag. So if we are having this type of problem, which is multiple regression, we are having here 3 columns of values. So this is multiple regression. So we are having x1, x2, and the value of y, same like what we have done just right now. But I think some of you confused because we are not using here x and y. We are using the value of u, s, and r. But I think you shouldn't be confused because the u here, it's supposed to be equal to y, and s, this is considered x1, and r is considered is x2. Okay, so if you are confused about the variables, the name, so u here is considered y, s1 is x1, and r is considered as x2. How to do this one in Microsoft Excel using the analysis toolbag? Okay, by the way, analysis toolbag is not by default installed, so you need to install it by yourself. But first, before we start, let's create the Excel file and put those values in Microsoft Excel file. So create your Excel file like this. It will give you 2 minutes to put the values. Then I will show you how to use the analysis toolbag. Okay, so since this one is considered is a power equation, so we need to log the value. So we are going to log value of S, we log the value of R, and the values of U. So we log the value of S, and we log the value of R, and we are going to log the value of U. So we are writing here, this one is equal to log, and we choose the value of S, and enter. So I get the answer. So you can come up at the corner here with the mouse change to be a cross and drag. So now I log all the values of S, and if I drag to the right, so I log all the values of R and log the values of U. So now this is the values that we are going to use now. We are not going to use these values anymore. Okay, so we are not using those values anymore. Just hide them. This is now is the values. So remember that this column here is representing Y, and this one represent X1, and this one represent X2. So now how to use the toolbag? You need to go for the data ribbon and we use the analysis toolbag. Most of you don't have the data analysis installed. So how to install it? Same. You go for File, Options, and you are going to see here from the Excel option, you are going to have the add-ins. Click on the add-ins and manage Excel add-ins. Click Go. So you will find here the analysis toolbag. Tick and click OK. So wait a few seconds, then you are going to see the data analysis is already at the corner here. Okay, so I'll repeat again. Click on File, Options, Add-ins, Manage Excel Add-ins. Click the button Go and tick on Analysis Toolbag and click OK. So you'll find the data analysis. So when you have the button, you just click on it. So you're going to see a lot of analysis tools from Microsoft Excel you can use in here. So there's an ANOVA, there's an F-test, the histogram. For us, we are interested to find the regression. So scroll down till you find the regression. When you find the regression, click OK. Okay. So from the regression, what we need to fill up here? We need to fill up in here is just only two inputs. We need to highlight where is the Y input and where is the X range. So for our case in here, remember I said this column here is considered it's my Y range or my Y input. So I will highlight the values. And for my X range is X1 and X2. So I will highlight these two columns. And once done, you just click OK. So Excel is going to create for you a report. When you look at the reports in here, you're going to find that this is the value of R square. It's 0.99. Standard error of estimates. The most important thing here you're going to find is these values: intercept, and X1 value, and X2 value. So this is like A0, A1, and A2. So your intercept is 1.5, and your X1 value is 0.4, and X2 is equal to 0.73. Okay, so this is your model. If you look at the textbook, page 552, this is all the examples that I just explained right now. How to do the trend line, and also how to use the analysis toolbag. And from the reports in here, you are going to see that this is considered your intercept. This is X1 variable. This is X2 variable. So your model is equal to log U intercept 1.5 with the X1 0.43 log S plus 0.73 for X2 log R. If you want to transfer this one into this form of equations, you need to take the anti-log of those values. So the anti-log of 1.5 is 33.3, S power the value of 0.4, R power the value of 0.7. So this is how to use the analysis toolbag from Microsoft Excel. So you can see these examples at the page 554 and 555. Okay. If you have any questions about the lab, so you can ask now. If you don't have any questions, so things is clear. So this is the end of our class today. And remember, it's you need to submit your assignment by tomorrow. And also remember, it's for our lesson plan. It's midterm exam supposed to be covered till what we explained today. If you have any questions, please to ask. If not, so this is the last thing for our class today. And I will see you again after the midterm. You have any question? Okay. So I hope that it's most of you already with the assignment. I can see is some of you already submitted their assignments at the Google Classroom. So remember that it's the due date. It's tomorrow. Good luck for all. During your break, if you are asking any questions about the numerical methods, you can just simply WhatsApp me. Thank you all. See you again.